Are we live now? It says
It
live.
has, how come it says live for you and I'm the one running the show and it's still saying nothing?
Really?
It really is.
It doesn't
But
say it's not live.
do you see like a red
Yeah, it's
thing that
scroll
says
down. It's 21 seconds.
that's so ridiculous? How come you get the notification before I do? Makes no sense.
None at all. Are you
No.
sure we're live?
I'm alive.
Yeah,
I
but
can only
are we
speak for
sure
myself.
we're live on?
Now we are because it just said you're now live. Okay.
Really? What's your countdown at?
It's no, there's no, it's at 46, 47,
Okay, so that's
40.
how long it took.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up, StreamYard.
That's kind of weird.
Pretty messed up, StreamYard. Look who's here. She must just be sitting by her computer waiting to see if we're ever going to go live again.
It's
We're
probably on her phone.
oh, she's got it. She gets a notification. In other words, is that what you're saying?
I mean, it's you. You know, most people use phones today. Just saying.
I'm at home. I have no reason to use a phone, so no reason
Just
at all.
saying. Just saying.
I'm just saying. What's your name?
The bold one, the cold one. John Colder Ice Lawson.
Yes, that is he, and I. Let me just straighten up a little bit. I'm Brent Leary. I gave a little extra nod for that one, you know.
Yay.
And Meredith does get the notification. All right.
Of course he does.
She does. And hey, I got to say hello to my boys, Finn. Is this the Alabama channel for today? It's, you know what it is, Finn? It is a different kind of day, different kind of show. You know, we usually do watching Amazon, where we, you know, talk about all things Amazon that we find interesting. This ain't going to be that show today, folks.
Really?
Wait, what are you looking at me like that for? Because you know it is going to be that kind of show.
Okay.
This is going to be watching Amazon and beyond.
Plus.
Really, or plus. I like and beyond. I like that. You know what I really like, but I didn't get the feel of love from you. I like I like Fanksters.
That no.
She's usually sitting around. Look at this is definitely one of your friends. She's just sitting around getting high, you know. Yeah, I love the you know, the truthfulness, the frankness.
You know what? I love the lifestyle. Go on, girl. You do you.
Apparently, she, you know,
Monday afternoon.
It's President's Day. You know what? This is like the first time in 4 or 5 years that I actually feel like President's Day is a good thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I mean,
I don't know why. I'm just saying.
Remember when we were little? We had 2 presidents. We had Lincoln Day and Washington Day.
Well, you know, no. We all, well, see, that's the difference between you and me. By the time I got on the scene, you know, we only had one day. They consolidated.
No.
But here's the question. Yeah. Here's the question. Do you know the actual birthdays of those two? Because it was birthdays around this President's Day thing.
No.
All right. I'm going to give people out there, all 2 of you that are listening, if you can answer whose birthday, what were the birthdays, the actual dates of the birthdays of Abe Lincoln, Easy Abe Lincoln, and Crazy George Watt. Well, I better not say that because people think I'm.
Yeah, about.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! She got it. Oh, that's why she got it, because.
Well, hey.
Well, it's so easy. Also, I don't know. She could have just looked it up on Wikipedia too by this time.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah, hey, Sven, I did get the news. It was a bit of a shock. Sven is talking about the CEO of Pipe Drive, excuse me, Raj Shabak, who was a longtime executive over at Zoho before he took the CEO job at Pipe Drive, and I don't even think it was a year ago. And he announced today that he was leaving the company. Anyway, that's a little CRM related stuff. We'll move on from that. My twin sons share Thump's birthday, so I win. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely win on that. Chicken dinner right there, buddy.
I'm telling you. All right. No, I like Thump better, actually. I kind of like it the original way you said that, but
yeah, man.
That's
I tell you, can you believe it's not even been a month since he lost the presidency?
It has been one of the most peaceful. You know, you don't wake up to 2 a.m. Twitter bombs.
I know.
You know, it's been great.
It's ridiculous.
It's been so peaceful. You know, I mean,
it's abnormal.
No, I want this. I want it to become normal. I don't need the hassle.
No, I don't either. My life is so much more productive.
It's so peaceful.
It's been great.
It's been great.
Yeah, it's been a great 3 weeks.
You know what hasn't been great though?
What has not been great?
I'm just getting sick and tired of all this talk about Clubhouse. I'm starting the Beyond part of the Amazon and Beyond.
Okay.
I'm beyond Clubhouse at this point. And it's not like I don't like the technology. I think the technology is actually there's some pretty interesting things about it. I'm just tired of all the hype around it.
It'll burn out in 15 minutes.
It seems like it's going on 30 minutes at this point.
I mean, you remember TikTok was this last year. I mean, it's the same thing. Year before that. It
didn't feel like it was
before that.
It doesn't feel like the same thing. TikTok, yeah, there was a lot of hype around it. But this seems a little different for some reason. I don't know.
I don't pay him that much attention.
You know, I can't not pay it that much attention because everybody's talking about this damn thing. And like I said, it's not the technology. I think the technology there's some pretty interesting things about it, but the hype. You know, like people walking around saying that I was on Clubhouse with Elon Musk. Oh, you were you? Like you and Elon were just chilling. You're just having a conversation, right?
I mean, that was Twitter.
Wait a minute. Was Twitter as obnoxious as that? Like the most you could get is
no. The obnoxious part are the digitals and the millennials.
Oh wow! Calling out ageism here.
Why not? They call me old. I call them annoying.
You know what? Meredith Parler is actually, you think it would have been spelled like that, but it's Parler. I don't know. Is that some kind of cool way of spelling Parler? I don't know. But anyway, did you hear that Parler is back in business?
Well, you knew that was coming.
Yeah, they did. I literally just saw that. I think it was a Business Insider notification or something like that. That said,
awesome. Awesome.
Look at Sven. Sven is like, if you were talking about Clubhouse, I'm off. No, that's the extent of it. I don't need to talk about it because everybody else is talking about it. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's just the new thing of the week, man. Nothing lasts forever.
The funny thing about it is
talking about hype. The hype never lasts forever.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm really ready for the hype to go out.
Yeah.
But there's so many other things like that are going on. Besides that, that's why we wanted to go beyond Amazon. Although there's a lot of stuff going on with Amazon too.
Yep.
Besides the new CEO news and all that kind of stuff. You wanted to talk about Bitcoin. What is it up to, like 50,000 or something like that?
It's close. It's pumping it. It's pumping it. It's so exciting.
What is driving the Bitcoin this rush? Because it's just going off.
Well, I think one of the things, of course, is Tesla bought $1.5 billion worth.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was going off before that.
Right, but it had gone up to 40, then came back down into the 30s, right? And then he buys this, puts it out on Facebook, and then it goes, on Twitter, and it goes on a run. So the run you're seeing right now is still part of that. But also at the same time, I think people are recognizing that this is a place to store wealth.
I don't
And
know.
they're
I'm
putting
on the
their
fence.
money into it.
I'm on the fence. I almost see this like the second chapter of the GameStop thing, where the little guys do this move and it causes all sorts of, reaction and consternation. It's taking it to the man. It's going against the establishment. And Elon likes to do that kind of stuff too.
A little bit. But I mean, the coin itself, like you said, before this hype was already in the 30s, which was 30% over its high from 2018. So there's more here than just the hype, although we needed a driver, right? But people have to be buying the actual coins. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of Wall Street buying this coin right now. A lot.
We remember, this must be like a couple of years ago at this point. We were saying if Amazon or a Walmart or one of the big retailers decided that they were going to start accepting Bitcoin, then we'd see it taking off. Is Tesla doing this? Does this actually? I mean, how many people have a Tesla, for crying out loud?
Enough.
Oh, really? Enough?
I mean, enough for it to be way valued out, more than all the other 5 manufacturers.
Yeah, well, that's another subject.
I mean, there are a lot of Teslas on the road.
Not that many, folks. I mean, come on now. I mean, look, I live in Georgia. I don't think I've ever seen a Tesla in my neck of the woods.
That's because you live south of I-20, my brother.
Well, yeah, I'm not hanging out in the in the upper the north side.
Yeah, if you were on the north side, you would see more. I mean, even when I bought my electric car, the thing was we would look and they got apps that tell you where you can charge, and once you go past south of I-20, it gets scarce. So
but so that's what I'm saying. I mean, Amazon, what is it like in 4 out of every 5 households? Walmart, same kind of thing. So you would think companies that have that kind of reach, if they said, "Yeah, we're going to start dealing in Bitcoin."
So that's what I said. The difference, right, is that it's a place to hold wealth. All right, it's not about it becoming a currency.
So it's still all about speculation, basically.
I mean, everything in this game is speculation.
No, but this is the small portion population of people that are just waiting for it to go mainstream so that they can not use it, but to, claim their big, return on their initial tin panning.
I mean, most of us have already done. I've done that.
Yeah, but now
at 30,000, I was like,
yeah, but see, most of the people were not you. They weren't in early. There are going to be some suckers that are going to be caught.
Oh yeah, I mean, but isn't that every bubble?
Well, yeah, it is every bubble.
It really is. Everything goes up, down, but over time, long term, up is the way to go.
Yeah, but there's up in a kind of a nice progression, and then there's and that's risk. And like I've been looking at blockchain ever since you really kind of brought it to my attention. And that was like when it was 4,000 or 5,000 or something like that. I can't remember. And then I looked at it and it went up and then it went right back down and it stayed down for a while.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, but then again, that kind of mirrored what was going on with the stock market. Remember when the pandemic first hit and the first shutdown?
Yeah.
And I have a 401k and that thing went almost to like 0.01k or something like that.
Right.
And that was less than a year ago. Think about this. less than a year ago.
Yep.
We're talking like April, late March, early April.
Yep. March, April.
It hit the skids, man. That sucker was down like 25, 30%, something
Overnight.
Like yeah. No, now from that low, it is like up 70%.
Yep.
And I didn't do a damn thing, just left it alone.
Yeah.
And so the stock market has come roaring back. The real estate market, I mean,
crazy. Crazy right now.
So everything is on this ascent. So gold, except for gold, for whatever reason, I guess nobody wants gold anymore.
I mean, what for?
I'll take a bar or two. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but you know what? Gold had been enjoying that for all the years in between. So
yeah, well, that's like when things are going to hell, people usually go to the safe confines.
So that's Bitcoin this time.
How is Bitcoin the safe place to go, though?
I don't think it's a safe place to go, but it is a portion of a when you're looking at your mix of places to put your money. I think Bitcoin now ranks in the 5 to 10% of that money, where it's like, hey, that's where we're going to put it. See if it's going to stay safe, or if we're going to get part of the boom, because we don't know where it's going.
Nobody knows where this is going.
This is like the when you look at the COVID chart, right? Remember when the COVID chart in May it was like, whoa, that's so high. Well, shit, November was way high, and then December got higher, and then here we are this month.
Well, you know what it is? It's because we had nothing to go on. We were just shocked and scared as hell at the beginning of this because, like you said, it was new. And after like a year or 6 or 7 months of living with that, I guess, you can only be on level 5, DEFCON 5 for and take it seriously, I guess, for a certain amount of time before you just get used to it. It's like, oh well.
Oh, you know what? I got a new tool. I'm going to use my new tool. Go ahead. I got to get it real quick.
By the way, yeah, Alan is definitely right. Commercial real estate is not in the same boat as residential.
And I'm ready to pick up some of that.
Yeah, I thought you were going to buy yourself a new whatever.
Some point, warehouse. Some point,
Yeah.
When the deal's right, I'm definitely not in a rush. It's not like it's going to go up no time in the next day or so.
But you know what? The other thing is too, when you think about,
I want to show you something. So this is going to be our graph, right? So there you are.
You need better need better tools.
No, these are great tools.
You can barely see. All right.
Tool.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So okay. If we're right here, are we at the top? We don't know. Then what it ended up doing was going down here. It's like, we were at the top. Then it went like that. And so when you draw the line from here to here, you can't tell where we are right in here. We don't know where we are when it comes to Bitcoin. So people want to say Bitcoin is a bubble or the real estate is a bubble. We don't know that because we don't have any reference until we look over time.
Well, traditionally, most things go up over time.
Let me show you how I erased this. Look at that. Wow. High tech, baby. High tech.
I don't see the need for enthusiasm over that, but whatever.
It's my iPad.
Oh, okay, that's cool. No, I'm just saying we don't know, where things are going to end up, but generally speaking, things usually go up over time. Now, Bitcoin, we don't have a track record for that yet, so.
No, we do. It's been around for what, 9 years now?
I'm talking about things that have been around for like hundreds of years.
Right, but you're not going to be around for hundreds of years.
I don't need to be around for hundreds of years.
No, but I'm saying at some point it started and the first generation of those that were in the stock market probably made good money, right?
Yeah, but see, this hasn't hit the mainstream yet. All these other things are mainstream at this. Real estate, of course, regular stock market, of course. You know.
Yes, this is still early, but man, it's not as early. I mean, come on. We're talking, here's the thing, too. We're talking technology, bro. Technology, right? I mean, look, what Amazon's what, 30 years old?
No, 27. Yeah, that's 27.
Yeah.
They start.
I mean, okay, so like 30 years old. I mean, and it's mainstream.
Yeah,
We think
that's because
it?
That's because they basically used new technology to make things that we always did easier and more efficient and convenient.
Mm-hmm.
So we all understand buying
So you don't
stuff.
think there's a utility? You're waiting for a utility.
Well, that's part of going mainstream. All right, Alan asks, how many people own Bitcoin? Probably like what, a handful percentage wise?
I don't know. I mean, because it's a worldwide coin.
Yeah, but most people are not into Bitcoin.
I mean, you know what? If you could tell that, I don't think you're allowed to tell that.
What do you mean you're not allowed to tell that?
Because part of owning Bitcoin is the not knowing who's owning it.
Sven is trying to turn us into an Amazon show again. Why does Amazon not have a real product test section?
What product? What do you mean?
Yeah, you might have to explain that one a little bit more. Amazon is the place to go for commerce, but could be the place to go for content. And in certain ways, they are.
They already are.
Yeah, when you look at Amazon Prime or Amazon.
Look, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all what. I'm gonna tell y'all what. Right now, next month, Amazon will be the place to go for content.
It kind of already is.
No, but I'm saying in terms of mainstream, because everybody wants to see Coming to America too.
Yeah, but you know what? So they'll be one of the places. I mean, that.
No, it's an Amazon Prime only.
No, I've seen the commercials. I just watched that movie about Fred. What's his face?
Flintstone.
No,
my favorite.
No. The Black Panther. Fred
Hammond.
Anyway, no, not Fred Hammond.
Man,
how can I forget Fred's name?
On the wrong Fred. Fred. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Fred Hampton. So
yeah.
I just saw that movie, and it was on HBO Max. And HBO is doing some really interesting things when it comes to subscriptions and things like that. You know, like most people, most of these services, they let you binge on stuff. And you can sort of pick and choose, what to binge on and what not. And you could also pick and choose on, well, I'll binge this month, and then I'll just lay back on, a couple of months, then I'll come back in and binge some more. You know what? HBO, and I guess the other ones are picking up on this too. HBO is kind of dripping out these movie premieres one a month. And what does that do? That keeps you paying the monthly fee because you get a free world premiere movie every month. Like they did the one with Fred Hampton. Before that, it was Wonder Woman. Before that, there was another one. So every month they do this world premiere that you could go to the movie theater, or you could watch it in your home for 30 days.
Catch COVID, or you can watch it at home with your family.
But how smart is that?
It's not that amazingly smart.
It's very smart because before because
here's the thing. Here's the thing. That's what they're going to do now. But summertime, they're going to have movie after movie after movie. So it's not like they're going to just have one a month.
How do you know? Because
they have all of they got to deal with Warner Brothers or whatever.
Right. Well, if it works, if the deal works, and they're seeing subscriptions go like this and no churn, why wouldn't they continue doing it?
I'm not saying they won't continue doing it. I'm just saying that it's not that unique. I mean, Disney.
I think it's pretty smart because
Disney
usually
does that. Hulu does that. All of them do that. That's not unique.
Hulu. What
Yeah.
movie? Not like blockbuster movies. Hulu. I haven't seen
No, blockbuster movies are the new thing, but premieres are not.
No, that's what I'm talking about. All these movies, like the Denzel movie, although it wasn't all that great.
I'm sorry to hear.
All these movies that have big name folks in it that usually before COVID you would expect to be like $100 million week first week premiere. You would never get access to that stuff unless you had to go to the movie.
Because of COVID, and it's a test. We'll see how.
But what I'm saying is, it's a smart move to drip out these world premiere movies. I think it had. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, because here's what Disney's doing. Disney does their movies, and they put a premium on it. If you want to see the movie first on Disney, you're paying extra.
Yeah, that's why I don't do that. I'd rather go to HBO where I'm already getting it for free because I'm an AT&T wireless person, and just get the Wonder Woman movie and the Denzel movie.
Matter of fact, 2 of the 3 movies you mentioned were garbage.
Yeah, but they were blockbusters. They didn't. You know what? Garbage. You know what the problem is with this setup? What movie can meet the expectations of when they do a world premiere and you're able to get it? And you're able to get it for free your whole. It's like expectations are all out here. There's almost no way that these movies could ever meet the expectation, but it keeps people subscribed month over month over month.
You know what? It's right now. It's a lost leader. Who's working it? HBO. It's working for them. Is this working for the studios? It's not.
Look at this. This is exactly what I'm talking about here. Straight to video used to be a negative. Yeah, remember there were movies like Wesley Snipes or Steven Seagal. You remember he would come out with was that movie ever even in the movie theater? Of course not. It was like, but we're talking blockbusters, and that's what's moving the needle here.
So now you got
straight to video, but these movies
straight to video, and I'm saying that the business model for the blockbusters, they've got backlogged catalog they got to get rid of.
I'm talking about not the actual. I'm not talking about the movie studios. I'm talking about the folks, the streamers. It's a smart move to say, "Hey, look, you can't put up on the big screen your big $100 million budget blockbuster because nobody will go do it. Hey, we'll stream it to you." And guess what? It's changing the behavior. So after COVID, guess what? The big movie theater. They're not like they did before.
I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I am dying to see a movie.
Wait, Sven, what are you talking? When do we? Yeah, you might be waiting a while for that one, Sven. Sorry. Let's look at some of these other ones.
I don't know, maybe.
Buddy Thomas, what would make me switch to Amazon as my default search? People have already switched to Amazon as their default search for product information. That happened a couple of years ago, didn't it?
Pretty much.
At least a couple of years ago, yeah.
5-10 years ago. It's been happening over and over and over. But I mean, now it's definitely the main spot.
Oh, let me see what Sven. I missed this one, Sven. If I want to buy a smartphone, I go to Google and search for Samsung Galaxy test instead of going to Amazon and find that. Wow, that's too deep for me, Sven. So you're saying if you wanted to buy a smartphone, you would go to Google and search for Samsung. Test. Why wouldn't you just go to Samsung Galaxy if you already know what you want?
He's looking for the test.
Okay. I see. What's the test? I'm missing something here. What's the test?
He's looking for isn't that the product review?
Yeah, of course, not all searches are product searches, but the ones that lead to actual revenue usually are like direct money. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people looking for information and reviews and things like that. But let's get when it's a product review, it's going to Amazon at this point.
Oh, he said his question was directed at Sven or his
comment. Oh, okay. So, see, I love this because people are having their own conversations. They're not even listening to us at all.
I don't blame them. You know? I ain't listening to you either.
The big name directors don't like this streaming release model.
Hell no, they don't.
Yeah, of course they don't, because it opens up the possibility of some unknown person winning all these big awards.
Well, I mean, the amount of money that they're making is very minimal.
Yeah, their budget for movies are getting cut.
I mean, look, once I pay for HBO, and I see 3 blockbuster movies, I've paid for, the year if I went to the movies and seen it with popcorn.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's not a good business model for business, the entertainment business. We'll see if that works. It's a great model for Amazon because they have the platform. It's a great model for HBO right now. They have a platform. I don't think it's a great model for the content creators.
It isn't for the guys who are used to the big budgets, but it's for the folks who couldn't get any money to do anything, and now they're getting little crumbs, and they're making some stuff that's getting people's attention. But that's great for the low end.
That's what I'm trying to say. If you listen to what I'm saying,
why would I ever want to do that?
Exactly, because nobody else does. What I'm saying is that they're offloading backlogged movies. These are movies that should have came out last year. They can't hold them forever because they won't have any relevancy. So they got to move them so it makes sense. Let's throw this crap on HBO and get it out the way so we can get to 2022. Yeah,
that's true. But look at this Coming to America. Like you said, now this is one that's been in the making for how many years? I mean, the first one came out in 1988. I'm already suspect, even though I love the movie and I love the people in it. I don't know if it's going to be a good movie or not.
It's going to be a good movie. It's going to be a good movie.
Well, let's hope so. But it's going to come out on Amazon Prime instead of on the big screen, right? So it's going to get more eyeballs than it ever would have if they went to the big screen, right? So what's in it for the movie makers? What's in it for the streamers? And what's in it for the customers?
Okay, so the movie makers is it gets in front of the eyeballs, right? And I'm sure Amazon paid a pretty penny to get that movie, right? Because there were others that were bidding for it at the time. So I think he salvaged that movie, or it would have been, again, one of those that might have tried to come out and just not made a whole lot of money because people are not going to go. So that's the benefit, I guess, of that. So who's the next person?
The streamers, like Amazon Prime.
Oh, I mean, that's just more content and more reason for us to stay around.
All right. And then that's the consumer is more content, more reason for us to stay around. So it's kind of a win-win-win at this point, right? So that's what I'm saying. I think once this model has been kind of rolled out, it's almost like before there's a lot of people who didn't go online.
Let me
finish my thought first.
Okay, I'm sorry. Something just came to me.
Yeah, hold on. Hopefully it won't leave you before I get done. Okay. All right, so before COVID, people could have bought all their groceries online, or at least a significant amount of groceries online. They just didn't do it because they never did it, and they were used to going to the store and buying stuff, and maybe some like going to the store and buying their stuff. Then COVID hit, and they couldn't go to the stores, and then they started buying stuff online. And then some of these people, and I'm going to say a pretty significant portion of these people are going to be like, hey, buying this stuff online ain't all that bad.
Right.
Whenever we get opened up, I'm sure a significant part of people are going to say, you know what, I'm going back to the store. But then there's also a significant part of people are going to say, I'm not going back to the store. I like this now. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen when the movies, people can go back to the movie theater instead of staying? It's the same thing.
Literally, let me ask you this question, because now we're on to a whole other thing, right? When have you seen a movie at your house and said, wow, that was just as good as being at the theater?
Oh, many a time, because depending on the theater you go to, you got a loud mouse making all sorts of noise and making phone calls and playing around on their devices. I don't need that.
We're good. Right.
And look, we got almost as big screens at our houses now as we have at the movie theater,
bro. Especially when it comes to comedies.
I don't have to sit next to somebody who looks like they might have something.
I don't know.
None of that. I can get food. I don't have to buy popcorn that cost me $30 for a damn bag of popcorn. I can't stand the movie going experience.
I want the whole experience, bro.
I don't want a damn piece of it.
When I go to the movies the next time, I'm getting popcorn.
You can have it. I don't want to.
Crap.
You're gonna have to go to your bank account and basically use one of your bitcoins to pay for a box of a popcorn and a soda pop.
All right. What did Pierre say? I missed it.
If he said anything about agreeing with you, we're going to miss it.
Oh, is that your problem?
I don't know. Let's see. Let me go back to the first one. Colder Ice's comment on offloading unreleased movies is another way to think of a long tail 2.0.
Okay.
All right. And then he said the downside for everyone, what is the breaking point of not enough time to watch movie online? It's complex already, with big budget movies being made into multiple sequels. Pierre, you're just talking way too much sense and coming off way too smart for this conversation.
Yeah,
just telling you like it is.
Wait, he's all right. Let me ask you this question.
All right.
The thing is, what I was thinking is, post-COVID, do you really think that people will prefer movies? Oh no, not even that. Do you think post-COVID that the movie industry will start splitting the movie releases so that they can be in theater or in your living room?
Oh, they're going to try to go to whatever makes them the most money. That's where they're going to try to go back to. What I think they're going to run into is once that Pandora's box is open, it's kind of hard to shut it. And I think they're going to try to go back to the business model that worked for them in the past. I don't know if customers are going to allow them to do it at scale.
Here's the big part too. Here's the big problem. Okay. Literally, I don't have HBO, but I've seen Wonder Woman.
Oh, well, so you got a bootleg copy?
I mean, it's not bootleg anymore. Look, it's not bootleg anymore.
Well, if you ain't paying for it, there's something.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about, look, back in the day, bootleg was, somebody gets up and walks in front of the camera.
Yeah, and shakes, all that kind of nonsense.
It's a pristine copy because it's digital, came from HBO. That's a problem, man. People knocking off these movies left and right and center.
That's true, but it's still a bootleg.
I mean, because technically it is, but my experience isn't bootleg. My experience is first run.
That's because you're watching it in your house and you can get popcorn for like $1 and you can get a soda for like 50 cents. That's why I'm not going back to the damn movie theater. It's a ripoff.
Are you go to the damn movie theater? See, that's the secret part I already know.
I went to the matinee because you could get to the matinee and pay like $5.
Yeah.
And it would be pretty much vacant. You can actually pretty much have it to yourself. But I'd much rather do that at home now at this point, where I don't have to worry about getting the plague again or anything like that.
I mean, literally, my thing was big films I wanted to see on big screens. So, when it came to the action movies and the comic book movies, I wanted to see those on a big screen. But,
let's ask anybody out there, tell us, when things open back up, and you are able to go to the movie and enjoy a big time movie at a big time movie theater,
will you go?
Will you go, or will you stay at home?
They have to.
We'll see.
I mean,
we'll throw it out there.
It was the cheap way of being with your family. It was a cheap date. I mean, it's just part of just things to do.
But if you already look there, and there is technology, like you have these watch parties. I was just talking to Keith Tier, who's one of the Silicon Valley investor kind of folks, and he was talking about he sees technology that's going to make these like watch parties feel like you are actually immersed in watching things physically together.
What technology?
It is coming down the pipe like a year or two from now. You already seen the watch party stuff, but we're talking about this immersive technology that allows you to create your own virtual groups.
Blah, blah, blah.
Virtual groups. You don't have to go out of your home. You don't have to sit next to somebody with nasty cooties. You don't have to sit anybody with that phone talking on the phone while they should be watching the damn movie. None of that, because you'll be able to control the experience, and it'll be an immersive experience at that. It'll be cheaper.
All right. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Can't wait.
Anybody, just let us know if you are if you were a moviegoer before. I really want this. If you really went to the movies before, because I'll be honest, I watched the movie on the plane. I would just wait and get on the plane and watch like 2 or 3 movies at a time.
I
But
know
if you
that I watched one on the plane and then came home and watched it again, and I was like, wow, it was a big difference.
I got the gist. I didn't need to see it again. So let us know. Do you plan on going back to the movies when everything is opened up and the plague is gone, and you want to go? You used to go and you had to stop. Are you going to go back like you used to? Are you going to Are you looking forward to going back? Are you looking forward to buying the $20 bag of popcorn and sitting next to potentially nasty people, or do you like what has happened during COVID?
I'll give you the nasty people thing. All of a sudden, nasty people is a real thing that I never thought of before.
The big time movie theater experience will change Alamo Draft House style bespoke. What the hell are you talking about, Alan?
No, what the hell?
I don't know. Alan is trying to show off over here.
Bespoke.
Alamo Draft House style bespoke experience. Stick to the corporate narratives, Alan. Okay.
All right.
So Thomas is going back, definitely, without the popcorn, though.
The Alamo Draft House Cinema is an American cinema chain founded in 97. It's famous for serving dinner and drinks. Yes, absolutely. But that was already taken off. And I think you're right, Alan. It's serving not going to be like drinks. Mass cinema might be not the thing anymore. I've been in one that had a bed. You get there, you sit on the bed, you eat, they change the sheets, blah, 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 right?
Oh.
I know, freak you out, right? But I definitely see some different experiences coming with the movie theater.
They're going to have to create some different experiences.
Absolutely, to bring you back.
Right. Yeah, cinema is far more immersive than my TV setup.
Serving food.
I'm setting up cinema right in my house. I'm setting up a cinematic experience right here.
That's a good thing for rich people.
I'm not rich.
Yeah.
I just do not want to be. I don't want to be sitting in the cinema. I don't want to be sitting in the cinema with like a whole bunch of the unwashed.
Whatever. Whatever. I like this though. It's an interesting thought.
It is an interesting thought. I tend to believe. Well, and this all started really with
question of the day right now. I'm putting it out.
And Sven kind of kicked this one off. Sven, this is where Amazon is all over the place already with this content stuff. Think about what we just said. I know we're talking about the Hollywood aspect of it, but this kind of trickles down into all kinds of content delivery. What they're doing with Twitch. It all kind of fits together. Man, I'm telling you. There was something that came out with Amazon and subscriptions. Were you the one that sent me that one?
What's that?
Something about Amazon and subscriptions.
No,
that was Paul.
About Amazon and them stealing driver money.
Yeah, that was trifling. There was one on Amazon and subscriptions, and I'm trying to pull it up as we talk, because to me, okay, Amazon is adding subscription boxes to their arsenal. Let me pull this up. And this comes from the godfather of CRM, Paul Greenberg. Okay, let me see if I can show this. Amazon subscription boxes. Shop the top subscription boxes in beauty, grocery, and snacks, lifestyle, toys, and more. So they're putting together their own subscription boxes now?
I can see that.
Man.
I don't know if they're putting them together.
Or if they're doing the third party, they're selling them.
Are you sure that's not choose your box, discover your favorites, subscribe? Interesting. Okay. I like that.
50% off your first, but yeah, man.
I don't know it'll work though, but I like the idea.
I just got to throw it back to Alan. Oh, look, Alan says, I'll be back in the theater, still the most immersive experience. Yeah, immerse yourself in germs and plagues, and all that kind of stuff. But it's immersive. I agree. Alan and I had a conversation a while back around how this is the age. How do we say this, Alan? You can't silos are not good for subscriptions or something like that. We're working on something around this. Subscriptions are become so key to the business models of these current day business models. You have to figure out a way to create a business model that works from a subscription kind of perspective. And now Amazon is showing us how to scale that up to the point where they're going to be able to offer you subscriptions almost of any kind through this. Is Walmart doing anything like this yet?
Like I said, man, just because it came on a homepage, Amazon's testing it. We'll see.
It's a great thing to test. Why wouldn't you test this?
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to test.
It's almost like instead of selling these individual items, now they're selling individual subscription boxes. It makes total sense.
Selling individual items together and calling it a subscription box. And I like that.
The Unwashed. Is that his next new movie, or is that one already out?
I've never heard of it.
I'll tell you what, I'll be watching it at home. I won't be sitting with the Unwashed while I watch it. Yeah, we already talked about that one. I love this idea, this Amazon subscription boxes thing.
Well, what do you subscribe to? What would you subscribe to? Toothpaste?
I already subscribe to every month. I do a subscribe and save for my Citrix Crystal Light mix and my Nugo yogurt bars.
Okay, so I definitely see that on food. Yeah.
But like I want to check into this lifestyle thing because I don't do the shave club thing, but I might do this.
We can tell. We can tell.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, why wouldn't you subscribe to things in bulk or in packages?
I don't know.
I mean,
what? For me, at some point, subscriptions always back up, and I got too much, and then I want to stop, and I never go back.
I've had pretty good luck so far with the things I subscribe to, and I'm gonna have to look further into this, but it on the surface it makes a lot of sense. Why wouldn't you? Because it's like Amazon is trying to get. They already got 4 out of 5 households. Now they're trying to get more of their households' money, and so now they're finding ways to monetize what they already have, which is that access to people in households. Now it's like, okay, what else can we sell them? How can we package it to get even more of their wallet share? This is good. This is a good move on their part. Walmart ought to be testing this too.
I would wait if I was Walmart. Because
the
thing is, Walmart doesn't have. I don't know. Maybe they could, because actually Walmart has real easy shelf pulls.
But here's the real interesting part of this.
Cool stuff.
So now you're talking about not just selling individual products, selling boxes, subscription boxes that have products in it. Now, are those products all coming from the same manufacturer? Probably not. So they have to have facilities, which they do have all over the place, to bring in all the components to the box, put them in a box, and get it out to the people.
Who does this?
Amazon's probably going to be the one doing this.
Yeah, but I mean, they do that every day anyway.
Yeah, but not like that.
I mean, you know what? Honestly, for me, it looks like a just another twist on subscriptions in general. They're already doing all this, and now they're just saying, "Hey, let's put 5 or 6 things together and put that on a subscription for you."
They're trying to, Prime is already a subscription, right? So This is like another subscription opportunity or multiple subscription opportunities, because if you get people to subscribe, that you're able to lock in income and realize it in a more consistent manner. That's a good move for Amazon, because
I don't have to go to each individual item and subscribe. I put them together, and now I got a box.
Right. And they have the capability and the capacity to do that and then ship it using Amazon shipping. I mean, they control most of the facets of this process. They're
already doing it. All they did was add another landing page.
But another landing page allows them to sign people up to get more consistent income beyond the individual. So they got this Prime subscription. Now they're saying, subscribe to this, and this on top of the Prime subscription, and we get more regular revenue from that. And it doesn't really cost them that. I mean, much anything additionally. I don't see it. I don't know.
I don't think so, unless they're putting it in a special box. If they're putting it all together in a basket, then I see the value add that they're maybe doing. But I don't think that's what's happening. I think they're just saying, hey, go pick these different things.
Wait a minute,
that's different.
Here's the thing. I'm looking at this. Subscribe with confidence. Cancel online anytime. Every box is backed by Amazon's A to Z guarantee. I don't know what the A to Z guarantee is, but it sounds good. And it gives people.
You don't know what the A to Z guarantee?
No. What is it?
Oh, my God. It's
Tell
the
us.
most annoying thing. Amazon basically has your purchase is insured from A to Z. You didn't. I can't believe you never knew this.
I never thought about it.
You never thought about it? Can you pull up the logo?
Wait a minute. Let me do this. Bring this back. Pull up the logo. What are you talking about? What logo?
Yeah, just type in Amazon logo in the search bar.
Right here?
In the Google search.
All right.
I can't believe this. This is interesting. I get to teach you something.
Yeah. It doesn't happen often for
All right, just click on one of them, the big ones. You see the arrow? It's A to Z.
Oh. So it's branding. Okay. Okay, that's branding.
Yeah, that's not a smile.
There goes Tom. Yeah, that makes that's actually kind of smart.
Yeah, I mean that's their business model.
All right, so there it is. So you get their lifetime guarantee for any kind of subscription you buy. That's going to make people try it faster than if they were trying it willy-nilly or something like that. That's smart. That is a very smart move on their behalf. I don't see any downfall. No negatives.
All right, so I'll just tell you the results. I've got 5 results so far. First guy said I was never a moviegoer, so it doesn't have any change. Second person said can't wait for the movie theaters to open up. Next one, I can't wait for theaters to open back up. Meredith says I don't like the movies because of rods in my back and I don't sit well. Okay. And then TJ says we still like going to the theaters, even right now. So he likes COVID and theater.
He could have every last drop of that. I'm sorry. He's going now? Oh, no.
He's going now.
No.
But
Man.
I had another friend that told me he went to see like that one movie. I can't remember what it was, but it was one of the first ones back. And he said, oh, it was pretty awesome because nobody else was there. So
Wow.
I'm sure there's people going to the theaters now and there are not that many people in there.
Man, I'd have to have a spacesuit on if I went up in the theater right now.
I'm with you on that, bro.
No way.
Or you could have a shot and I get mine in 2 weeks.
Wait, so they're letting the people 70 and over now get in? Is that it?
The shade. Oh, the shade.
Oh, just a little levity, folks.
Yeah.
All right. So I think I'm in the minority. But then again, I never really liked going to the movie theaters.
That's what I'm saying.
For the most part.
You don't like it.
I would go for like a big Denzel movie. I would go for that.
I mean, literally for the Eddie Murphy movie, I would have went to your side of town to go see it.
Why? Wow.
With you
right.
and cousins, I want to see it and hear people laughing and yelling at the screen.
Yeah, well, that's the full experience if you really want it.
Full experience. I kind of missed that. I mean, I watched what was Borat. I mean, that thing had me in tears. and I was in the room by myself. But if we were in a theater, man, that would be so funny to watch.
Well, I only really watched the one part before that.
No, dude, I'm telling you, that first part of that movie, just there's a dance scene. Woo, have me in tears, bro.
Yeah. Well, the Rudy scene had me in tears.
That was so cringeworthy. That was so cringeworthy.
Yeah, we need to move away from that.
Why? Let's talk about Rudy.
I don't want to talk about that.
I want to talk about Rudy.
I don't. It's been nice not having to see him or hear him too. So,
but I won't bring that out right now. We'll see where that one goes. I was going to bring something up political, but I'm not going to.
You notice how we actually, although we said it was Amazon or beyond Amazon, it's still boomerang back right to Amazon.
A little bit, because you can't get off of Amazon.
No, I blame it on Sven. Sven was the one that brought up Amazon.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, that's Sven.
From the jump, man. He was like, wait, isn't this Amazon beyond? Where's the Amazon? We got to do some Amazon every once in a blue. Oh, yeah. Because there's always something good going on there.
There's always like this fight with the unions is kind of interesting. And
they're stealing the money.
They're suing.
Oh, yeah. I got to talk about this. Guys, did y'all hear about that?
Fill them in.
$67 million in fees to its drivers because they've been stealing their tips.
$60 million or something?
$67 million.
So how do they go about stealing the driver's tips? How does that work?
Because it goes through their app. So they just never pass it on to the drivers.
That's just wrong.
It was so shitty. And the shittiest part is that they would say to the customer that we ensure that the tips go to the drivers.
And they weren't.
They were going right.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason why you tip is because it's, each of these apps even say it. This helps really, support the drivers who are out there on the front line. So you do the tip. You want them to get the tip.
It's a damn shame.
And they ain't getting the tip. That's bad.
So they got caught with their hands in the cookie jar. But
it leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
It really does. I mean, it's just like, and the amount, 67 million, like Amazon, you make that in 3 hours. I mean, seriously. It's I saw a thing the other day. The stat is Amazon sells $17 million an hour.
Is that just U.S. sales or?
I don't know. There was no caveat to that. It was based on backing out of, their whole quarter numbers.
And that's not, is that including AWS and stuff?
I don't know. That part I couldn't find, and whether it, but if it was, AWS is what, 50%? No. 50. It's maybe 30.
It's like,
it's the most profitable, but
yeah, it's about 50 or 60% of the profit, but not the revenue.
I mean, 17 million an hour.
That's amazing.
It's insanity.
That is
but
amazing.
3 hours worth of that you're keeping for yourself, for your drivers, out of your drivers' pockets. Really? What? It makes no sense.
That's just not good. That's not good at all.
People are, it's beyond.
It is. Well, and it's beyond this show right now.
It's beyond the show. And the show has gone beyond.
Yeah, we did go beyond.
Well, not really. It's 59 minutes and 2 seconds right now.
Well, we're on the cusp of going beyond. We're right on time then.
We're right on time.
All right, folks. Yeah, we're gonna incorporate other stuff in. There's too much going on. Got to talk about it. But one thing that I won't be incorporating.
That's it.
Yeah, one thing I won't be incorporating. Going to the movie theaters. I'm not doing that.
Go to the movie theater. Get out of your house.
I'm staying right here where it's safe and where the popcorn is cheap.
I'm out of here, man. I ain't paying no attention. We're getting out of here on time.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's thundering right here, so it's about time to get off the
Awesome.
airwaves. All right. Special edition President's Day. Don't know when we're going to be back, but we will be back. We'll let you know.
We'll tell you. Keep looking out.
In the meantime, we will see you later.
Peace.
See ya.